Hi, I'm Victor Alpha 5, Mike Uniform Delta, and I'm super excited today. I've got something I've been looking at doing for a while, and I want to share it with you guys. Hey, just a full disclaimer, I am no expert on this. I'm completely learning it. I downloaded tons of literature on it, and the thing that we're going to talk about today is going to be this guy. Ultra portable 1966 vintage transceiver. Yeah, you got that right. This guy, pick up my papers I dropped. Victor Echo 5, India Victor. David, thank you. I reached out to him and I asked him, do you have anything or know anybody that has an older radio? I'd like to start playing with it a bit, see what it's all about. I'm a fairly new ham. I got my license in 19. So this stuff is, I've actually never had my hands on it. Now I do. And it is, I plugged it in already. This is not going to be an unboxing video and all that kind of crap. I plugged it in, played with it. Oh my God. I tell you guys, we are so thankful for the radios we have today. And any of you, the older guys that are older than me, I'm kind of older already, but the guys who are familiar with this, hey, no disrespect, I'm going to try my best to explain this sucker, because this is way out of my ballpark on understanding. I'm doing a lot of reading on it, trying to figure it out, trying not to blow it up. David, I'm not going to blow it up. I promise you I'm going to be very careful. He acquired this from a buddy of his, and I had to write down some names here. Frank Marcus is Silent Key, Victor Echo 5, November Tango. Left this to David, and he had it sitting on the shelf, and he played with it once in a while. He said he did some receiving on it. So thank you very much. In all respects, we're going to take care of this for you, and we're going to bring it back to life. So this is going to be a multi-part series of me seeing what this radio is all about. I want to share with you my struggles and my accomplishments and the victories, I hope, that we're going to get this guy eventually into a Pota Park, and we're going to make ourselves 10 QSOs. So at the end of, we'll give ourselves a deadline to end of spring before we get into summer. Let's see if we could get this thing figured out, make sure it works, and we're going to transmit and we're going to receive 10 QSOs. I plugged it in already. It works. It lights up. It took me a long time. Where's the instructions here? Well, it's a 40-page documentation. There's 3 pages on just starting it up. So just not like our new radios that we could just basically flip a switch on and start transmitting. This requires that you calibrate it when you turn it on. There are some tubes in here, and there's some tube heaters, and you know, I might be saying all the wrong crap, I don't know, but there's stuff you gotta turn on. I did some research on it, why certain things aren't working. I found after half an hour it lost its receive. So that was kind of a known bug on it. This one's been modified. There's supposed to be a dial here, and they put a light in here, so I gotta figure that out. So, or not figure it out, I don't know, but there's some stuff on here, a lot of buttons. I love buttons, I love dials, shit. Everything about this I just love. It is so cool, and it's gonna be a fun series, you guys. And I want you guys to join me with doing this. We're gonna do some like right now. I'm taping this video. I'm gonna throw this out there. I want your guys' opinion in the comments. Please leave me your comments. If you want to give me your call sign, you want to email me, help me out with this, I would really appreciate it. We're gonna get this thing going together. When I do finally feel comfortable enough, or semi-comfortable, I'm going to take this out and we're going to live stream it, and we're going to do our activation there. I know it drifts a ton, man. It just had it rolling, listening to some Pota, and the frequency drifted so bad. And then eventually, after half an hour, I just lost it. I thought the guy went QRT, but he wasn't. I plugged in the old 7300 and he was still there. So there's some stuff going on. So this, I guess, to give you a close-up of it. Sideband Engineering made this, vintage 1966. It has a VFO on it, of course. Your band selector, I do believe it does 80, 40, 20, and 15. All varying watts. I'm not going to give you too many specs on it. If you want that, go Google it. It does have a hand mic I have here. On the back, and it has a handle. Believe it or not, a little bit off subject here. When I looked this up, they marketed this as a portable radio, and it was small enough to be mounted under the dash of your truck. I love it because the Model 34 came out, of course, after the 33. The 34 had a built-in transformer, so on the back, you see where the power plug is. On the back, you get a special plug, and you could run it as 12 volts. And there's a switch on the front where you can turn off some heaters and stuff, conserve battery power. So this is actually a true portable radio. Lightweight, only 25 pounds. Solid metal jacket on it. Front firing speaker, which a lot of our newer radios seem to have forgotten the importance of having a front forward speaker, firing speaker. It is a gem. It is awesome. It is beautiful, man. It looks awesome. It's heavy. Not going to be a boat anchor. We're going to make this thing run. When I was running it, here's our plug. No ground on it. I got zapped a few times. Just this thing keeps you awake. So I'm gonna do a couple things to it. I'm probably gonna put a ground strap on it or something. You know, I gotta find a park when I do go out. If we get that far and the sucker works for us, I'm gonna bring myself an extension cord and find a park that has a plug-in. I'm not gonna go the 12 volt route just yet until I get this thing all solidified and smooth. You know. Gotta find a plug. I got a collection of radios. I don't know if you can see them. They're up on the shelf. I got a collection of old radio, transistor radios and tube radios. I might be able to get this plug right here. Yeah, it's just that one and that one. Simple as that, right? Yeah, of course they put about 500 plugs on there. So the good thing is, get that back on there. The great thing is, this is in some of the documentation here. It lists every component and schematics of the radio. So shouldn't be too much of a problem getting that 12 volt source figured out on it. So that's gonna be another thing we do down the road. We'll get the 12 volt working. Am I gonna put it under the dash of the Tundra? Who knows? Maybe I will. Cruise down the road and have this little beast underneath the dash. I'm sure that would work good. I'm sure my wife would love that. But all kidding aside, this thing is going to be the spring of 2024 project. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it back to life. In respect to the silent key, we're going to get this thing back on the air. And I want you guys to be following, tuning in. Let's get subscription, get to my live stream. I want you to be part of it. To make a QSO with me with this sucker. It's going to be great, guys. All right, for now, you know what? Let's see if it works. You want to see it fire up? Let's get it fired up. So let's get the plug in here. We're going to put this on. All right, guys, here we go. We got it hooked up to my antenna now. Turn her on. I have it hooked up to my inverted V dipole outside, and we're going to go over to 20 meters. Upper sideband.
Great audio coming back, so okay, we'll listen out and let you do some more contacts. M0 SW